This is Bruh Man.
And this is Rome.
And we're two neighbors. And this is
Two Neighbors
Talkin.
Boom.
You feel me? Okay. All right. So the same stuff that we do on our front porch on any given day is the same thing that we about to bring to you guys right now. Okay. Now, we notice a lot of people out there that's got a lot of things on their mind. We're in the midst of a global pandemic. We got a whole lot of political foolishness that's been happening. Black lives still matter, but where's the noise on that? And so we want to keep this narrative flowing, and we want to keep you guys engaged and keep these conversations going about things that matter to me and him and all of us.
Everybody.
All right? So, Rome, what's on your mind, bro?
Man, everything. I know we've been talking about the whole critical race theory.
Okay.
So I want to start off because I know we got some notes on that.
We got some notes on that.
And you know I like to play the devil's advocate.
Yes, you do.
So we're going to go ahead and get started on that first because everybody knows what's happening with the critical race theory.
True.
Why don't you tell them what you got, bro?
All right. So from what I've gathered, critical race theory is a concept, a theory that has been taught in college, and specifically in classes relating to law. And so the critical race theory is essentially a theory that talks about how racial policy has shaped political, or I should say, racial politics and issues has shaped political policy.
Exactly.
So that's what critical race theory is about. The current conversation surrounding critical race theory is dealing with the fact that a lot of right-wing, white, evangelical communities, politicians that are catering to these constituents and this base are trying to fearmonger, essentially, and make white parents feel like that their kids are being demonized because they're being taught about slavery in school.
Like it didn't exist.
And they want to take away all of the responsibility and accountability, right? For people to take ownership of their history, right? And let's recognize it for what it is and how it's still having ripple effects on the black community and the white community to this day. Because it's a lot of good white folks out there that are also very timid about approaching the black community because, they don't know how to open up dialogue. They don't know what kind of part they can play in helping us move forward in leveling the playing field and creating equity, along racial lines.
So let me ask you something right there.
Yes, sir.
Just for all of our white friends.
Talk to me, brother.
How do you think they should reach out? What's a good way? Because I've heard that question a lot.
Yeah,
I got a lot of white friends. I got a lot of friends that are, you know what I'm saying? I got personal situations that extend across the race barrier.
Yes, sir.
So, how do you say? What would we say? What would we tell them is a good way to reach out and branch out? That's acceptable. That's not too over the top because we can get some of those where it's like, how do we tell them to avoid that? But also avoid the other extreme. What should we tell them?
That is a great question. That's a really great question, Ron. And the thing of it is this. In my opinion, I feel like that a good start for the white brothers and sisters that want to, form a bond of solidarity between themselves and our community. Right on. A good place to start is to at least be able to acknowledge the things that are taking place and have taken place. The fact that there is a such thing as white privilege. Right. There is a divide in access to resources and little tricks in their playbook that they've been using to really get ahead for so many years. I think that, one of the best things that ever happened to black folks is good white folks. Yeah. Because I think for those white folks that, they were free. They were, all the rules and everything that's been established was established for them, right? At the time that a lot of these rules and things were put into place and these playbooks were drawn up, we as people of color were considered 3/5 human. Right. We weren't even fully human. Right. So, at that rate, we weren't even a part of the conversation, right? America wasn't made for you and I. No, it was made for a group of people that subjugated and made subservient other groups of people.
That didn't look like us.
And essentially this whole thing is built on lies, right? So we've got, essentially a government that's been established on stolen land, built on the backs of stolen people.
Yes, sir.
And so now for us to, continue to keep this conversation going about the critical race theory situation, about police brutality that's been happening in our community, black men, black women being killed wholesale. This is still an issue.
That's a rough sell too.
It's, hey man, listen, but it's time to make some damn noise.
We have to make
and get this message out there, because the people are getting tired. And here's the thing: if we don't take control over what's happening in our community, who else is gonna do it?
Nobody.
Nobody's coming to the rescue.
Nobody.
It's me and you.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be the ones to get out here on the front lines and make a difference.
Yeah.
And it's starting with shows just like the one that we're doing for you all right now tonight.
Just trying to spread some knowledge.
Just trying to drop some knowledge. That's right. But you know what? We live in comfortable homes. We in a comfortable home right now. It's not ours. Right, we could be on our couch with our feet up right now, or playing footsie with our old ladies,
or playing bocce ball,
or playing bocce, or boule.
I'm up one or two.
Yeah, I owe him. But don't even worry about that, because I'm on the comeback, baby. He will see me again. Yes, he will. Yeah. But with that being said, y'all, we're out here because we want to get others engaged. Men just like he and I and P, who is being gracious and allowing us to come in here and do this. It's big shout to P. For even getting the momentum going and even, having a platform in place for black ideas, black creativity. These are the things that we need to gain momentum from a grassroots level, right? What we're doing is not costing a whole lot of money. It's not costing us anything, but this brother has already made a solid investment. And if we don't even get off our own couches, off our own butts, and get out here and try to get this momentum going, then we're part of the problem. And that's what we refuse to be.
Supplant something where we're talking about, where we're using our own time and thinking about things and brainstorming ideas, trying to bring something to the public. So we can all do something collectively. So we can do something. That's the main deal.
Yeah. We can do something. That's real. That's a good point, Ant.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wrong. Sorry. We'll edit that later.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna have to bear with us, man, because we flying by the seat of our pants in here.
It's all right.
And but it is all right. It is all right. This is the stuff we do on our porch.
Yeah, man.
All the time.
Every day.
And
rain, sleet,
snow, whatever. That's it. That's it. But the thing of it is that Rome and I have had so many conversations about getting out here and doing this right here. And this is our first time.
Yeah.
This is the debut of Two Neighbors Talking, Bruh Man and Rome. All right. So to continue, on with the conversation, Rome, what's on your mind and what would you like to talk to the people about tonight?
I would like to talk to the people. There's a lot of things going on.
Right on.
Everything is happening. We just had the Olympics. We just had, we got the COVID thing. There's a lot of things we can talk about.
Right.
But I would like to bring to the forefront, Simone Biles.
Okay.
Naomi Osaka. Am I saying that name right?
Naomi Osaka?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Tennis
you know
player.
what? Okay. Naomi Osaka.
We can do it.
Yeah.
I want to bring to the forefront, number one, because I think that may have gotten minimized when it came about.
Okay.
Those two young ladies, first of all, we want to say our community, everybody, my family, kids, neighbors, we love you.
Yes, we do.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
And
great point,
I think
Ron.
it was a big, big deal what both of those young ladies did.
Yeah.
And I think it needs to be, until we
shout out to the
get
young sisters.
tired of hearing that, I think it needs to be something that keeps being said.
Yeah,
it's overlooked.
That's
too
coming
much.
from a real man right there.
That was powerful.
Yeah,
what they did.
that's deep and that's love.
And I respect that.
Yeah,
on both of their
Good
behalf.
shout.
Mental health is a lot of times in our community overlooked.
That's very true.
And to me, military, all of that, athlete, that's one of the things I think we need to really focus on.
That's big.
That was one of my things.
That's big. That's big. You know what? And I'm gonna tell you, I wanna tip my hat for you shining a light on this and even bringing this subject up.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, about 2 Sundays ago at our church, Redeeming Love Missionary Baptist Church on Rock Quarry Road.
Okay.
Shout out to Pastor Mark, great guy, great man of God, trying to do a lot of positive things for the community. I'm a tough cookie because I'm not always in agreement with everything that's going on in the church, and I can be very outspoken.
You know me.
But I do have to give credit where credit is due, and give people their flowers and their props while I can. And so we were just talking about this the other day, and they had a panel in there of 4 individuals, 5 including Pastor Mark, that was talking about mental health. Right. And so I've got 3 daughters and a son, right? And I've faced scenarios where that's it, man. The village, man. It's the village. It's the village. And you know what? On the strength of that, the bottom line is that we all struggle with things that try to keep us up at night.
That's real.
Things that can almost become oppressive, in the way that they try to just suffocate us and keep us from stretching and flourishing and growing. And a lot of these things are surrounded by mental health.
Yeah.
And so it is something that needs to be talked about. One thing I will say is this, and another conversation you and I have quite often as fathers, because of the fact that we are the shepherds of our families. We are the guardians at the gate. We are the ones that are responsible for studying our family like it's our favorite subject. I watch my wife, I watch my kids, I study them because I want to be the one who's administering care for them. And part of that is, taking their kind of their mental temperature every now and then to see where they are and how they are. So I think it starts at home. I think that's the first thing. Now to speak on the Simone Biles situation, Naomi Osaka, I'm not as familiar with her situation as Simone Biles.
I think it's kind of the same deal.
Okay.
Just a separation for a mental break or an acknowledgement of mental health before athletics, before the media, before anything else. I need to get my mind right.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I don't know how we can say it, however you need to say it.
Yeah.
That's what our community needs to hear.
Yeah.
Get your mind right.
Yeah, no doubt.
It don't matter what it looks like. Real. It don't matter what it take you to do.
That's real.
Get your mind right.
Yeah,
Once you get your mind right, start moving your feet forward. But don't start doing one before the other.
And this is coming from a man whose mind is supremely solid. I have watched this man create many, many things with his hands and out of his mind. And P and I are familiar with this term, but it's Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpens iron. I live by this. I literally live by this, which is the reason why I connect with these brothers the way I do, because I recognize them as being as strong, if not stronger than myself. And when we link up and get together, we all come out even stronger. This is a whole mantra. We live by this. Yeah. So with that being said, us being the ones, that are the guardians of the gate. To keep on touching on the point that you made though about this sister being able to take a step back to get herself together mentally. Yeah. And then regroup and go back out, to do her thing. Yeah, man. It's admirable.
You know what else, man? I think is so gangster.
What's that, bro?
Alex and Felix. I think her name, Alice and Felix.
Okay.
The
Alice and Felix. Okay.
I saw on social media a lot of cats were putting light on the fact, they came back or they did this and they only got bronze. Okay. Do you understand that bronze is still so much better? Right. Than what I'm doing.
Yeah, right. That's true, brother. Yes.
The neighbors beside
I have no Olympic medals.
Listen, you understand what I'm trying to say? And I consider myself a fairly astute young man.
Right on, brother. I would have to agree.
I'm getting long in the tooth, but I feel like I can do
and that's a blessing. You understand? And that's a blessing. A privilege denied to many.
Listen. Yeah. So those young athletes. Yeah. Doesn't matter, man, woman, female, male.
Right on, brother.
Those young people, I commend them.
Yeah, absolutely.
With everything I have.
Yep.
So, just wanted to put that out. Again, in our community, I think it's said a little bit, but I don't think we actually stop and look and focus and give everything we should for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's big, man. I you know what, and folks, I have to tell y'all, this is why this is my man 50 grand right here. because this is a tough guy. Now I'm not gonna recite this man's history or anything like that. It's not my place to do that. I'll just say that the man is a soldier. More than a soldier, the man is a Marine. And for a Marine to be as thoughtful as this right here, not saying that Marines or soldiers aren't thoughtful, but I'm just telling you that this man's pedigree is that of a warrior. And so for a warrior to speak on mental health and say it's a real thing, folks, it's a real thing. And it needs to be dealt with. And so people need to learn to be comfortable in their own skin and be okay with having a bad day. Call your boss. I can't make it.
Can't do it.
Call your friends. I'm not coming out. Call your parents. Yo, I'm in for the weekend. Do what you have to do to take time to get you together.
Live to fight another day.
Live to fight another day. How about that one? From a Marine. I mean, listen, nobody cares more about you than you. They shouldn't.
There it is.
So that's big, bro. And I appreciate you for shining the light on that, man. That's the kind of stuff that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
We wanna kind of, it's not just us, spouting out ideas about what we think, how we think the world should be, man, or whatever the case. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a collection plate in here right now. If I did, I would pass it.
Listen.
And I wanted to come back full, but I ain't got one in here right now. So we just up in here doing this freestyle. Yes, where's my hat?
You can get a collection.
Yeah, that's all right. We're gonna have that collection plate for y'all next time. We're gonna start dropping a GoFundMe page, or we're gonna have some kind of link
where they be doing this.
that y'all can help bless the ministry.
They do this, don't they click the like?
Yeah, we want y'all. That's it. You see them lights on? You see them lights on? That costs money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't think we ain't coming. Yeah, but no, on another note, and on a more serious note, because it's not even about that. Like we said, we're out here doing this out of the love of our hearts.
That's it.
So let me think. Let me see what else I got to blow off some steam about. Yeah. Let's see what I got.
We have not touched the vaccinations.
We have not.
And that's a touchy subject.
The vaccine.
That's a touchy subject. But I'll be on social media acting a fool.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You will, and I love it.
It's one of my things.
That's worth its weight in gold alone.
I feel like this
makes my day every time.
Man, listen, I feel like I put things out there only because I like to fight and I can't.
This guy here, man. I told y'all he was a Marine, so don't start no.
I'm messing with y'all, sort of. But I mean, it's a lot of misinformation going on with the vaccine. So I don't know if you want to touch on that, right?
Yes, man. Let's, of course, please. Yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's start off. Can we start off talking about? I don't know if you got yours. I got mine. I'll say I got mine. A lot of people don't. I will say this.
You got yours what?
I got my vaccine, man. But I'm going to tell you.
Hold on, brother. Why are you sitting this close? Hold on. Let me move my seat,
good.
man.
I'm good.
I thought we had talked about this, brother.
I'm protected. Listen, here's the thing that I would like to say. This is what I would like to say about the vaccine.
This man.
Listen.
We were supposed to not be vaccinated together.
Listen, I got my vaccine drive-through. I went drive-through.
You did a drive-through vaccine?
Both of them, bro.
What kind of hood nonsense?
Let me tell you this, man. It was painless.
They giving out vaccines on State Street now?
Listen, it was in...
Bragg? Where y'all at?
Can I say where it was?
Come on, man. Where was it, man?
It was at PNC Arena. It was where the Wolf...
This man
went... Like, you know what my Tar Heels fan anyway, so I was a little hesitant about going down there, but let me tell you. They had...
Y'all see this dude, man?
Listen, though, they had it sold up, bro. They had it to where I showed my little information.
Okay.
They got me in the computer.
Okay.
Settled me. And listen, man, here's what I'll tell you, man. A lady gave it to me like this. And this is all I want my people to hear.
Okay.
A lady said, look, everybody's eventually going to get this.
The devil is a lie.
He does lie a lot. I don't trust Satan a lot.
I wouldn't.
It's not very smart. I will say this: the lady, I don't know if she was a messenger of his or not.
Oh boy,
but she said everybody could eventually.
That's true. That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Or not the vaccine, the virus.
Yeah. I'm not gonna catch it.
So
a lot of y'all might get it, and I'm sorry about that.
I hope no one else catches
the message
but
is
the truth is the truth, and this is what she said: if you were to get it, would you rather be vaccinated? See, this is me and the old lady had this talk.
Yeah,
I didn't do this in this much interrupted.
Oh, she made him do it. Ooh,
I listened
that's dirty.
to her.
That's dirty.
What she said is, if you get it,
Right.
would you rather be vaccinated or not?
Right.
And I had to weigh myself, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of my experience played into my decision.
Right on.
And I remember, man, as a young Marine, as a Marine recruit,
right.
And I don't even know if I'm supposed to tell this part or not, but
right.
I remember anybody that's ever been a Marine recruit remembers walking through those lines.
Right.
Through a building, and they just stick you.
Yeah.
To each arm. You're getting vaccinated, apparently. Now, whatever they did to me, I didn't get sick for like 9 years. I don't know what happened. And I don't ask a whole lot of questions.
Yeah,
bro.
if I had got sick for 9 years, I probably wouldn't be asking a lot of questions.
Sick. I grew a tail. Everything.
See what I'm saying, yo?
What I'm saying?
This is all the myths and legends we've heard about.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, now we're behind the curtain.
For 2 or 3 months at a time. I won't tell y'all about that. But
wow.
all I'm saying is this.
Wow, that's very tempting. Sign me up.
No, but real talk, though, man.
Yeah,
I mean, she gave it to me, and I, as someone who understands both sides, I will say this: the way it's going down, man.
Yeah.
And the people
I respect that
are getting affected.
I respect that.
I just want everybody to be safe.
I respect that. And
that's it.
I do. And you know what? That is extremely responsible. Again, it's very thoughtful.
Yeah.
I will say that, my position has not changed about the vaccine very much.
And I respect that.
I'm softening up to it. And I'll say it, for a variety of reasons. Now, the reason why I'm not going to take it is because of the fact I'm going to have to keep taking it.
Okay.
And, I'm a person who is very suspicious, of the government.
Right.
Anyway, the government has a history of not shooting straight and being transparent. I feel like that these people who run the government pretend to be so smart, yet they miss the very simple things. Common sense would have put this thing behind us 2 months after it started.
Right on.
Now, they have given out $391 billion in stimulus money. They have paid out $54.24 billion in extra unemployment benefits. Okay. Now, those two numbers combined right there is almost that's almost 500. My math is terrible. 400 and 200. That's almost $600 billion.
We're talking about $250 million.
Almost a trillion. Yeah, a trillion. Yeah. I mean, $1 billion. $1 billion. Almost on the way to a trillion.
That's a lot of zeros.
That's a lot of money. Now, if they would have come out and they would have said, okay, we're gonna shut things down anyway, right? We want everybody to stay home, right? We're going to allocate funds for companies if they need to upfit their employees with equipment that they can work from home remotely, right? A lot of the infrastructure was already in place, right? People's productivity and things went up, so people weren't really losing money by having employees working from home. As a matter of fact, a lot of corporations saved a lot of money because CenturyLink, where I worked at, closed their building. And they sold it.
Yeah.
And those employees are permanently work from home now. So think about all the facility, maintenance, lights, water, all these things, man, are an enormous cost. Okay, so there's that part. They also could have said, okay, we're going to make everybody stay. We'll give everybody 2 weeks to get the groceries they need. They could have given an incentive to Lyft and Uber drivers to go pick up people that didn't have access or transportation to get to the grocery stores or Sam's or wherever to get their food. Since they were increasing, these food stamps and all this other stuff, they could have released emergency food stamps and allowed people to go to the grocery stores and get the things they needed, right? Giving people 2 weeks to get the materials they need and made a moratorium.
Aid is what you're saying should have been.
They should have funneled that money and managed it better.
I got you.
Because what they end up doing was stretching this thing out way longer than it needed to be stretched out. If they had managed that better from the start.
I can rock with that, and I'll say this, and I don't mean to interrupt you.
No worries, bro. That's good.
I will rock with that more than I will rock with, because that gives me something tangible.
Right.
To understand.
Right on.
What I can't rock with is people saying stuff like, and I'm not gonna put my homeboy on blast.
Yeah.
He knows who he is because we had a conversation earlier today.
Mm-mm.
I'm not even gonna give.
So when
initials.
you see this, you know what you did.
Yeah. You know who you are.
You know who you are, man.
It's my homeboy though. I love him to death.
Yeah.
But listen, just like Play Cousins, it's my brother. You know
Right
what I'm
on, no doubt.
But man, my man said, what happens, how come we don't hear about people getting the flu no more? And people getting, nobody cares about you getting tonsillitis.
That's not a bad point, though.
Nobody, but listen,
I understand his logic.
I do.
I do.
But let me rebut.
Right on.
Because here's what I say. Generally, if there was no COVID,
right,
I don't care if you get tonsillitis.
Right
I don't
on.
care if you get the flu.
I got it.
Chicken pox or none of that.
Right.
Because none of those things, by and large, are killing people en masse.
Well,
that's the difference.
The last known pandemic was called the Spanish flu.
Right, but what year was that?
1918.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
Been a whole bunch of them years in between.
Been a lot of years since.
Man, we talking about world wars.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not disagreeing.
Cars can go underwater. They're amphibious now.
I'm not disagreeing.
Artificial intelligence.
But let me
let me say
this.
We even have. Can I, one more thing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course, please.
We didn't have the Game Boy since then.
They got a Switch now. I don't know.
I got a Switch, but I'm not that good with it. My kids are.
His toys are so much better than mine. If I could afford to live the lifestyle that my wife
my kids do.
And Rome, excuse me.
No, my kids play with the toys.
Yes, if I could afford to live the lifestyle that Rome, my wife, and my children live, I would be an even more happy man. Understand that. These people are living wonderful lives. I'm just a field hand. Let's call it that, a field hand.
No, I'm a squirrel.
Look at my fingernails. They look how dirty.
I'm a squirrel in your world.
Yeah. That's funny. Moving on. Listen.
What we got?
So I want to continue on the conversation with this with people not getting common colds and the flu thing.
What you think?
Because it is real.
What would you say about that?
But I would say, brother, we've been home for the last year. Ain't nobody been outside. Who you gonna be around to get sick from?
Kids are
Hello,
nasty. Kids, man.
Nah, but I'm just saying.
Kids are nasty.
But let me say this, and that's a good point, and I gotta touch on this one right here, man, because a cousin. I'm not gonna call his name. But
we'll do the same initials for all of them. Just XX.
XX.
They won't know nothing.
Yeah, cousin.
Nobody's name is XX.
Cousin XX. You know who you are.
Cousin.
I love you, brother. By the way,
Me
and
too.
I pray that the baby is. But his baby, recently went to back to daycare after being home for a very long time. Got sick for the first time. Thank God it wasn't COVID. But she caught, a fever, and had some symptoms, whatever.
He's probably worried though.
And he was very worried, and he said that they weren't following certain protocols and this and that. Now, the other thing that I want to make mention of, and I think is extremely important, is the fact that just because people have gotten vaccinated, I don't think it means that people can start, really going and overexposing themselves in public or at public venues and stuff like that, thinking that, well, I'm vaccinated. If these other people, million people that are out here, like Lollapalooza, they had hundreds of thousands in Chicago. That was very dangerous. Another thing that I'm having, jump in.
Because where you said dangerous, I would like to interject.
Yeah.
A synonym.
Please do, by all means.
Can we cuss?
Yes.
That was dumb than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
It was too many people.
Yeah, well, hey, bro. There it is.
It was too many people.
It was too many people.
Like too many.
It was too many people. And I said that. I mean, yeah. So we agree. I mean, yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, you heard that, man.
I just wanted to offer
that it was dumb.
Agreement.
It was dumb.
It was
and so all I'm saying on the strength of that, all I'm saying is that shit was dumb. and y'all need to quit doing that. You need to stop doing that. Bro. And then coming back with Roy Cooper and Joe Biden saying, if you're unvaccinated, COVID-19 is coming for you and it's gonna kill you.
Can I ask you something?
Fool, get off my TV with that. Like, you can put a gazillion people in freaking Chicago. Please tell me about Grandfather Joe.
Where?
I've been calling that motherfucker all the time. My daughter calls him Joe Quan.
I'm all up in the CNN and MSNBC, even the Fox people. I gotta keep it level.
Yeah, I can dig it.
But bruh, I've never been in like month 7 or 8.
Okay.
Where in my adult life, where I've been like, where is this Joker at?
Yeah.
Man, like, don't it seem like the first 2 months
he was out there front stage, baby. That's it, man. He was on main front
and
street.
After that, bro,
yeah, he
I was
faded
like
Homer Simpson in the whole bushes meme. When he
like,
fades off into the bushes.
Like,
yeah,
hey,
that was Joe. That was
Joe.
Joe. Fading
like
into the bushes, son. Where you at? Bring your...
holla.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to behave myself.
Sorry, Joe.
Man.
If you got a job for me up there.
Nah, check this out.
You
Joe.
might have a job for me,
I'm going to tell you. My pastor, the same Pastor Mark. Pastor Mark took a picture with this dude.
Who, Joe?
I got questions about that Pastor
Uncle
Mark.
Joe?
Yeah. He came to town.
Grandfather Joe.
Grandfather. Yeah, we can call him Uncle Joe. That's about right.
Great uncle.
But I got questions, Pastor. You know, I want to know. I don't know. Next thing I know, that Joe came to town. Pastor Mark was out there. They was chopping it up. You know,
Did he get some new? You got some new shit, bro?
Pastor, I don't know, man. Pastor, did you get some new stuff, man?
Get a new...
If you got some new stuff, Pastor, man, then
J's, bro.
You better share. You better share. I need. Look, let me in.
Listen,
let me in.
Amen.
But this guy, man. But listen, y'all. You know what? We're having a good time.
We are.
It's a lot of smiles, a lot of laughs. The topics are real, and these things are very serious. But you know what? Rome and I have a good time doing this, and this is kind of our thing. You know, we got so much value that we can add to this equation, and we're doing our small contribution just by getting together and doing these right here, because we want to know what you guys think. We want to let you know how we feel, and we bet that there's a lot of people out there that's feeling and thinking the same things that we're experiencing right now, man. So yeah,
and we like. My man said, we joking, we playing.
Yep.
But there's a serious content behind everything.
Definitely.
So the jokes and everything like that are a icebreaker.
We're friends. We're friends. That's it. That's it. So we're
friends, and we also understand. This is what a lot of y'all need to understand.
Yeah.
We are friends. We're brothers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I love this man just like you feel me?
Indeed.
Like everything. We don't agree on everything.
Yeah, that's right.
That's okay.
That's real.
That's what we
really
need
real.
to understand. We don't have to agree on everything.
Yeah, that's so true, bro.
We don't have to.
That's true, man. Yeah.
You feel me?
That would be so boring.
Man, listen. But the dialogue in between that is what makes everything worth it.
No doubt, man. You feel me? I agree.
That's what makes everything worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all hear this, man. Y'all feel this. I know y'all do. So. And it's, it's going to be a lot more to come. We got a lot more content, a lot more conversation.
Every week.
And hey, we're going to be getting some links out there so you guys can give us some feedback, tell us what you think, give us some tips and ideas to see how we can improve and make this thing better.
Yeah.
And bigger, badder, bolder, all
faster,
that. Stronger,
all of
leaner, meaner, pockets greener. All that, baby. We trying to just figure some things out, man. Let's do something. Let's make it happen. People, holler at us, man. Let us know what's happening, man. Get at your boy, man. Bruh, man.
Get at Rummy Wrong.
That's it, man. Two neighbors talking, baby. Till next time. Peace.